Hi guys, how are you? Eh, at least nimetoka hustle nimerudi. Um, this is Annie, your big mama. Karibu. Hey members, today I want us to continue with what we began, and I want us to talk about what causes divorce. This is part 3 of the series that we are continuing to work on. Today I want us to talk about DECEIT and emotional conmanship. Yes, DECEIT and emotional conmanship. We know that sometimes people get into a relationship or into a marriage with certain opinions or whatever it is that the other partner may have made them believe, like they really are, or that is their situation. For instance, let's look at, just randomly picking on something like for the males, for instance, someone coming and telling you that, hey, listen, I am a lawyer, I am a doctor, I work in XYZ places, maybe I am a pilot and stuff like that. But in real sense, this is actually a mjengo man, or they're actually hustling for a job currently. But then they come on board telling you that, listen, I am a pilot and maybe I am a lawyer and this is what I do, this is what I make. And for sure, they go ahead and make you believe that is for sure, because they want to spoil you with, trips, with gifts, with, taking you out, buying you, expensive stuff, and gifts. And of course, making you believe what they really aren't. Someone portraying a picture that they aren't. We've got instances where even a woman, for instance, will get into a relationship. Say, for instance, if they're single mothers, they will say, listen, I don't even have babies, I don't have children, I've never been married, I've never given birth, bado mimi ni dem kabisa. So this man gets into this relationship also with this understanding that, hey, I am getting to marry someone that does not have babies, that has never been married before. A few months into the relationship, a few months into the marriage, or maybe years down the line, when it is time for a ratio and this man wants to take dowry to the girl's family, and that's when they get to learn that, hiya, and who are these little, kids running all over. And that's when maybe the mother-in-law or anyone in the picture will go like, hiya, kwani you didn't know? These are her kids, these are her children. They are actually 2 or 3. And that's when the man gets to realize, was I actually, emotionally, conned. I was conned into falling in love with a lady, thinking that they are this, and yet they are truly this other thing. And that is not the only thing. There are so many other things that will come into play when such a thing happens. Somebody, making you believe that they are this when they are actually the other. When somebody gets to realize this, you can rest assured that this person will feel cheated, they will feel lied to, they will feel like they've been living a lie all this while, and ultimately it boils down to an emotional conmanship. Somebody living a lie. We've also got instances where maybe someone even loses their job, for instance, and ever since they got sacked or whatever happened, maybe the contract ended, which is a normal thing. It's a kawaida thing. It happens every other time with every one of us anyway. At some point we get to lose our jobs. Sometimes, we get redundant, sometimes contracts end and such like things. But this person will still continue waking up in the morning, taking their shower, chapiliaing their suit like kawaida. They're going to work. And kumbe they've got no work. They've got no job. They got fired, or the contract ended, or they're no longer in employment. But they do not want to go telling their spouses about this. So you want to continue living a lie until such a time when, it's month end and, bills have to be paid and you do not have the money. So what have you been doing all this while? Like, you wake up every morning like you're going to work. You're not really going to work. You're going to, find a place at, Uhuru Park there and lie there and until Jioni, and then you take a mat and come back home and say to your wife that, hey, I'm from work now, and many things get to happen. So up until your spouse gets to notice or to realize, because of course there are those things that will stop happening. You will stop, meeting your financial obligations, the expectations, the things you used to do are no longer happening, and you still do not want to tell this to your wife. Why would you want to keep this from her? Your wife or your spouse is supposed to be your friend. Your partner in this relationship is supposed to be your friend. Discuss whatever it is. Let them know what exactly is going on in your life. Together you can be able to, do something or find another thing. Maybe even at her workplace, she gets to hear of somebody or another firm looking for somebody, and with your same qualifications. But because you do not get to share this with them, you keep hiding it, they do not get to know about it. So when finally all this is unveiled and someone goes like, oh my God, so you've been lying to me all this while, so we lived a lie all this while, so where do we go from here? Even if things get to get sorted and, finally you're like, oh, I was scared, I did not want to share this with you, I did not want to tell you because I did not want to lose you. At the end of the day, this partner will most certainly get to feel cheated, lied to, having lived a deceitful life. You conned them into that relationship to begin with because you did not tell them, you did not disclose all the material facts, you did not disclose to them everything about yourself. You can rest assured that once you get to hide some of these things, someday it will come to the light, and this partner of yours will get to know what exactly it is, the truth that you've been hiding. And then what happens? Sometimes you just end up losing this person. And not because they really do not love you, but they would have even loved you for who you are. They would have loved you had you even told them the truth about yourself. So this becomes a bit of an issue, and there are fights and quarrels and all these, and you end up fighting and eventually losing this person. So why exactly are you losing this person? You loved them. Of course, yes, that's why you did not want to tell them the truth, because you did not want to lose them. Of course, yes. So you did not lose them for the duration, for the time that the lie, continued. But as soon as the truth comes to the light, you end up losing this person. So these are some of the reasons, again, like we keep saying, the reasons why people will break up, reasons why someone will choose to walk away, walk out of that relationship and just forget that it ever existed to begin with. Because if you cannot trust me, for instance, with whatever it is that is your truth, then what else would you have told me as your truth? Then I will be asking myself, okay, you lied to me about this, what about your name? I will be like, do I even trust that your name is John? Do I even trust that your name is James? Do I even trust that your mother died, or you've got this or anything? Even in the house, do I even trust that you bought this television set and it's now yours? I mean, so many questions will be running through my mind, asking myself, why did he have to lie about this to me? Why did he keep this from me? And all that kind of thing. So you end up losing a relationship that would have otherwise so very much flourished, and it would have gotten you to great levels. So let's agree that we from the onset of the relationship or the marriage, just get to tell your partner, you know, all the truth. Let them know what they're getting themselves into. You tell them beforehand. You'll be surprised that they will go like, it's not a big deal. I mean, who doesn't have their closet? Who does not have their skeletons? Who does not have their past? We all have our pasts. Sometimes not very nice, sometimes a past that we are not very proud of. But yes, that is our past, and there's nothing you're going to do about it. You're not going to change it now for that other person. So you tell them and let them make that decision, whether they want to be with you with that kind of a past, with that kind of a situation, or whatever your stand in the society it is. Let me just tell you, I was working with a couple, and the man was complaining that, hey, I didn't know that she was a night runner. I didn't know that she comes from a family of night runners. Why didn't she tell me? I mean, and the woman was like, are you yourself not a night runner? Don't you also do the same things? But yes, I told you about it. Why didn't you tell me about your night running activities, dead in the night? I mean, because someone left to go do their gymnastics out there, they get to meet, and they're like, hey, is this not my wife? And is this not my husband? Yes, you are two night runners, but because one kept away the secret from the other, it gets to sort of, you know, break their hearts. They feel like you lied to them, and they feel like they've lived a lie all this while. So guys, let's endeavor to make it better, make our relationships last longer, up to eternity if possible, but because we take the necessary measures to ensure that we keep this relationship. We need to keep these relationships, or else we will still end up being single, and in this case, maybe, I don't know whether that will be by choice or by chance, because you've lost a partner, not because they really wanted to be lost, but because they feel they cannot trust you anymore. So whenever trust issues come into play, we've lost it. So guys, let's promise ourselves that we will work towards that. We will ensure that we disclose all our truths, all our material facts, at least something that your partner needs to know, something that will most certainly affect them should they come to know later. Let them know it. Let them get to understand what sort of a person they're dealing with, and then from there you can work it out together, whatever it is. I mean, there's nothing new under the sun. Hata kama wewe ni night runner, so what? Hata kama wewe uliwahi, you know, kuzaa mtoto nje and somebody does not know about, just tell it to them, let them know. Wacha waingie kwa hiyo relationship wakijua what exactly they're getting themselves into. And this way, things will run smoothly, other than coming to discover things much later. Up until the next video, I hope to see you then. Ensure that you like, you subscribe. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section. Let's meet there. Up until then, bye. Annie, your big mama. See you next video.